STEAM and Innovation 3 2291 with Teacher John. Algorithms and flowcharts. Objectives: learn the use of pseudocodes and algorithm. Compare pseudocodes and algorithm. Identify flowchart structures. Algorithms and flowcharts. A typical programming task can be divided into two phases. The first one, problem-solving phase. Produce an ordered sequence of steps that describe solution of problem. This sequence of steps is called an algorithm. The second one is implementation phase. Implement the program in some programming language. Steps in problem solving. First, produce a general algorithm. One can use pseudocode. Pseudocode is an artificial and informal language that helps programmers develop algorithms. Pseudocode is very similar to everyday English. For example, if you are drinking coffee, you will ask yourself if you want sugar. If sugar is required, then add sugar. Else, don't add sugar. And if. Pseudocode and algorithm. Example 1. Write an algorithm to determine a student's final grade and indicate whether it is passing or failing. The final grade is calculated as the average of 4 marks. Example 1, pseudocode. Input a set of 4 marks. Calculate the average by summing and dividing by 4. If average is below 50, print fail, else print pass. Example 1, detailed algorithm. Step 1. Input M1, M2, M3, M4. Step 2. Grade will become M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4 divided by 4. Step 3. If grade is less than 50, then print fail, else print pass, and if. Example 1. We can show the pseudocode that became an algorithm that eventually became a flowchart. Example 2. Write an algorithm and draw a flowchart to convert the length in feet to centimeter. Pseudocode. Input the length in feet. Calculate the length in centimeters by multiplying LFT with 30. Print length in centimeters. Example number 2. From the pseudocode, it became an algorithm. From the algorithm, it became a flowchart. We have completed flowchart symbols. So today we will talk about flowchart structures. We have 3: sequence, selection, and repetition. Sequence. In a computer program or an algorithm, sequence involves simple steps which are to be executed one after the other. The steps are executed in the same order in which they are written. For example, process 1, process 2, until process N. Selection is used in a computer program or algorithm to determine which particular step or set of steps is to be executed. For example, binary selection is expressed in the following ways. Condition 1 is either false or true. If it is true, it will go to process 1. And finally, repetition. Repetition is a pre-tested loop. Is so named because the condition has to be met at the very beginning of the loop, or the body of the loop is not executed. This construction is called a guarded loop. The body of the loop is executed repeatedly, while the termination condition is true. For example, in the flowchart pretest repetition, it is expressed as condition true and false. If it is false, the program is terminated. If it is true, the program process is created and then goes into a loop and goes back to the condition. And as always, please visit joinmyquiz.com. Let's play the game. After the game, we will watch computer science basics, sequences, selections, and loops. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in our quizzes games.